actual número 98 del ranking WTA desde Kiev, Ucrania, Daria Snigur.
Day 3 in Madrid, and what a week it's been already for Daria Snigur, because she has come through qualifying and picked up her first tour level win on clay by taking out Daria Kazatkina. But this is a whole new level of challenge for the Ukrainian today, because the player in her sights is the four-time Roland Garros champion, Iga Swiatek. And it's going to be fascinating to see how the former #1 and former champion here in Madrid turns up after practicing with Rafa Nadal in Mallorca in the last few weeks, with a new coach as well, Francisco Roig, Rafa's former coach. And this is the key part of the season as far as Swiatek is concerned. We got a first glimpse of her on clay in Stuttgart, where she picked up a win before going out in the quarterfinals to Mira Andreeva. And her struggles in terms of beating fellow top 10 players continues in that regard. But getting the feet on the terre battue in Europe is key to her season. She finds herself facing a player full of confidence after breaking the top 100 for the very first time in her career, and she's unorthodox, is the 24-year-old Ukrainian, as you will see. And the other stat, which I think is worth bearing in mind, is that she's got a 100% record against top 10 players.
So we play with usual conditions on this court. We have sensor for the net. It's a local court system. We call all the balls. TV changeovers. We have 4 shot clock at the service line here and there. Boxes for towel all around, one with a yellow sticker, one with white. You take yellow, you take white. And coaches are sitting in this corner and this corner. You have any questions? I forgot to take the electronic coin toss. It's off. Okay. So it's going to be Mutua Madrid or WTA? WTA. Okay, can you press here? And it's going to be on the screen over there. Mutua Madrid. Serve. Have a good match.
Pierre Bachy, the umpire. I think the end result of all of that is Iga Swiatek won the toss, and she's going to serve first. That is how our first WTA action of the day on Manolo Santana will get underway. Sue Thurl and Alexandra Dolgeru in the box for this one. This is a fascinating matchup, isn't it? Certainly, given the unique game style that Snigur brings to the court, it will be a big challenge for Swiatek today.
It is. I'm glad to be here with you today, Sue. We're going to be together for the duration of the whole tournament. Indeed, it's going to be an interesting matchup because, first of all, we're having Iga on her home turf. Clay season has begun, and this is where she's feeling at her best. And on the other side of the net, we have a very particular player with shots that you're not seeing often on the WTA Tour. She's very particular, a little bit unorthodox, but in a good way, because she's extremely efficient. She pulled off a huge mistake, beating Daria Kazatkina 7-6, dramatic third set there, and now she's facing the favorite of the clay.
It's been so interesting, hasn't it, hearing the thoughts of Iga Swiatek in the last few weeks as she reflects on that early exit in Miami, which prompted the decision to part ways with Wim Fissette, and then taking on Francisco Roig, who had become available after parting company with Emma Raducanu. But his experience on the clay with Rafa Nadal invaluable, and seeing her practice with Rafa, the 18 Roland Garros titles between them was a little bit terrifying for the rest of the tour, wasn't it?
It was, and we're actually talking about it. You have the very nice podcast called The Player's Box, where Jessica Pegula said, I feel like that's perfect for Iga. I saw a clip of them on the clay, and I was like, oh, this is bad for everybody. And I think she's talking in the name of everybody when she said that. I think she's still at the very beginning. She just started going on tour with Francisco. It's very early on to say anything. They have to build up some chemistry, some time together. But I do have a feeling that it's going to be really good for Iga.
Well, this is a player who on paper you'll look at and think, okay, she's just broken into the top 100 for the first time. This should be a really straightforward challenge for Swiatek, but I don't think it will be today, because when you see what she was able to produce against Daria Kasatkina yesterday, you see all the confidence that this player should possess with the talent that she has. She's 24 now. It's taken her a little while after winning the junior title at Wimbledon back in 2019 to make that breakthrough. It can take some players a little bit longer, can't it?
Right.
But the way she delivers her shots, I mean, you'll see when you see her in action. But the backhand is such a weapon, and the forehand, that open stance forehand, is impossible to read.
I think that's her main asset, that it's very hard to read where she's going to go with her shots. And although clay is not her surface, she has her best results on very fast surfaces like hard indoor or grass court. I think the conditions here in Madrid are going to favor her because it's a fast court. And the ball skids really low. You have to pick it up from there and lift it up, and that in itself is a huge effort. So that's why I'm thinking that it's not going to be very easy for Iga today. It's going to be a challenge.
She likes to hit it really flat, doesn't she, as well? So you've got to judge that right with the uppity conditions.
Correct.
Here.
And because you can't really see where she's going to go with her shot, she has this easiness about her shots. It's not that she's putting any effort. She just changes direction so quickly, and you have to be quick on your feet to realize what's going on.
Yeah, she'll take it early as well. But of course, one of the things she's going to have to deal with, one of the many things, is the heavy topspin on this Swiatek forehand, which will leap off the surface of the court, you would think. So she likes to take it early. So in a way, she'll be able to sort of step in and neutralize that a little bit.
Right. If Daria manages to play long and fast on Iga's forehand, because she has a very closed Western grip, that's where I see that opportunities will pop up for her. But she must be able to do that, because if Iga manages to push her back with her spin, again, that's the end of the story a little bit. So it's a bit of a chess game, like always, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not worried about Iga. I'm just trying to see how Daria is managing to neutralize the game.
So the former champion on court, Manolo Santana Stadium, filling up nicely to see the former world #1 in action. And curiosity about where Iga's game is right now as we head inexorably towards Paris in the spring. Roland Garros just around the corner, it feels like now.
Primer set al servicio de Iga.
And it's the Pole who will start proceedings.
Gracias. Por favor.
There is so much left hand in that backhand as well, isn't there?
Right, we've been talking about it, haven't we? It feels like she can play a left-handed forehand anytime.
Yes.
Right?
It's a great 1-2 combination.
Well, what Iga really needs to do today is to keep her opponent on the move, because Daria hits really, really well in her spot. That's where she generates her power.
40-0. 40-11.
There is Francisco. Did have a very brief spell in between Raducanu and Swiatek with Giovanni and Pecci Pericar. But the opportunity to work with Swiatek was just
40-15.
too intriguing.
And talking about Rafa, I think that it's the best way to go. You know, it's her idol, and they have very similar mentalities.
That's a very clean start. And a very confident one as well for Iga Swiatek. It's been so interesting hearing her thoughts about things of late. One of the things she's spoken about is wanting to have a bit of a reset tactically. She said she felt she'd focused a little bit too much in recent times, the last year or two, on short shot patterns, and wanted to get back to feeling like she was a wall on court, which that record here in Madrid would certainly underline. Only the 3 defeats here, and Sabalenka has been her nemesis, as often the case, and Coco Gauff was last year. But what did you make about those comments of wanting to get back to sort of almost basics on court, especially on clay?
It's interesting that she said that, because usually players are trying to shorten the rallies, not make them longer. But I think, you know, she has her own feelings. I think she realizes that she was the best when, like she characterized it, when she was a wall and nothing could go past her. I think she's trying to find that balance between being aggressive and at the same time being uber solid from the baseline.
0-15. Love 15. $0-30. Love 30.
Well, this is not the start on serve that she would have needed today.
$15-30. 15-30.
His dad, Sergei. Such is the disparity in terms of experience on this surface. She's only played 31 matches on clay in her career. Loves the hard courts. Not enjoying the clay right now that much.
15-14.
Yeah, she's had a good year so far, Sue. She won a 75. She made another final at a 75 on the ITF Tour. Another semi-final in Cluj, WTA this year. She's extremely efficient on hard indoor surfaces.
Yeah. Well, she's baffled by what's happened there.
2 games to love.
The double faults came in a cluster, didn't they?
Maybe the nerves a little bit of facing the best player in the world on clay.
$0-15. Love 15. 0-30.
That's great depth from Daria. She's picking up some points here.
Yeah, that's too good.
15-30.
Really got hold of the point early on and did not let it drop.
15-30.
Now, that's the main quality that Iga has. She's playing such fast tennis. She annihilates so much of her opponent's chances.
iguales. 30.
That's outstanding on the first strike.
40-30.
Making a lot of first serves and delivering mightily behind it. Little dance to the chair, 4 points in a row. And a third game is secured, and Iga Swiatek in a hurry so far in Madrid.
Time. Siéntense rápidamente, por favor. Gracias.
She's in the mood today.
Well, Iga started really well, but at the same time, Daria has not found her footing yet. I was wondering how she's going to come into this match after a really tough battle with 7-6, 15-13 in a tiebreak against Daria Kasatkina. How she would mentally and physically feel after such a battle.
15-30. 15-30.
Because today is a totally different challenge, and Iga doesn't give you much space to try and find your game. If you're not sharp from the beginning of the match, he can run away from you really quickly.
Deadly accurate. So good from Swiatek so far.
15-40.
That's the kind of spin that nobody likes.
Fuego. Swiatek.
Well, it's a bruising experience for the Ukrainians so far. Just cannot get into the match.
Yeah, she's not into the match yet. That's the best way to put it.
Zero 15. Love 15.
Well, she started a little bit. She started to move the ball around more.
15. Late for service.
Well, she has got this perfect record. 2 from 2 against the top 10.
Who did she beat?
Memorable win over Simona Halep at the US Open, which was a first tour level match. Full stop victory for her back in 2022. Take that. That's what she's capable of, just hasn't had the platform to find it so far. That other top 10 win, incidentally, came against Beatrice Haddad-Maia in Nottingham in 2023.
It's a perfect top 10 record so
It
far for her.
is.
40-30.
Oh, it just gives you the feeling that she can do much more. She's a little bit taken aback by who she has in front of her.
So that's a difficulty of reading where that open stance forehand is going to go.
And how low it skids on the court. If she manages to be the one who dictates point a little bit.
found the short angle, and it worked a treat.
I feel like Daria has a good touch on the ball, although her shots are very different and particular. I find like she has good timing and sort of particular talent of her own. Oh, yeah.
Smashes that away. And look at the deadly accuracy of that.
That's her signature shot and her punishing shot at the same time.
Yes, there was a touch of, no, come on, you're not having a break point on my serve.
Oh, she can be ruthless when it comes to that.
Yeah, that kept so low, didn't it? It almost feels like she's late
Told
on
you-
that forehand,
told you
doesn't
it's
it?
hard to lift it up because
Yeah.
it's kid so low, and then especially if you have a very close Western grip, to try and lift it up, it puts in some effort.
Just outstanding, the response. Not giving her an inch. She's got the double break already, so she's got a bit of room for manoeuvre, but doesn't want to hand anything back.
Yeah, that was good. Again, good height by Iga. She found the right shot there and high on the backhand.
The short ball, you move. Bravo. Very good.
And Iga has this capacity to focus so well on important points. Even if she's down, she can focus just like Rafa did.
Just fabulous ball striking on the backhand, and that left-handed influence showing its teeth there with the short angles she could find.
How flat and low were all the backhands. You could see Iga struggling a little bit. The angles that she found were fantastic. Now you understand why she's so good on fast hard courts. A little bit sloppy here by Iga. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, she cannot afford that kind of error in the rally.
Yeah, she wasn't close enough to the ball after the long delivered return. The short ball surprised her. She should have been a little bit more aware.
She's doing a good job on the Swiatek second serve.
Yeah.
Won 6 of 7 on second serve return so far.
Let her service.
Yeah, just didn't get hold of the return. And that fell invitingly to Swiatek.
I feel like Iga usually, she's a little bit more vulnerable at the beginning of the matches if you manage to stay close to her, because once she picks up a rhythm, it feels like it's so hard to stop her from the energy level that she's bringing up to the game.
That's a mighty hold. Under the circumstances, 3 break points repelled. And Daria Snigur may yet be paying a visit to the Iga Swiatek bakery.
Time. Gracias. Quince 0. 15.
So important, you feel, for Snigur to get something on the board in this set, have something to carry over to the second, to build on.
That was a gift. Yeah, it feels like the game is there, but she can't quite put it on display, Daria. She's facing a whole different pie today. You know, Iga, she's just a different kind of player.
40-0.
You made a good point about the emotion she would have expended yesterday in saving 4 match points to beat Daria Kasatkina. That does have a bit of a hangover, doesn't it?
It does. No matter who you're playing against, to pick yourself up mentally again in another match, it takes a while, and Swiatek doesn't give you the time.
That's the kind of tennis.
But
We
that's a
got
good
the win
reaction.
yesterday. I love that from her. She's on the scoreboard. She did it with some of her best tennis. And she's not getting down on herself. She's having a bit of a chuckle about it.
Well, that's a fairly good reaction from her. Like, finally, I'm
There
into
it
the
is.
match.
There's my backhand.
Right.
Led for service.
Oh. It's clicked into gear, hasn't it?
Well, she liked the taste of the last one. She's like, why shouldn't I do it again?
Made that look effortless.
I'm telling you, she might not have the nicest she might not have the nicest shots, but she has her own talent because she doesn't struggle with her shots. It comes so easy off her racket.
She does that so well. When the pressure builds a little bit,
15-30.
finds a big serve like that, just to alleviate that pressure.
She does.
Body serve.
30
The left hip.
30.
Yeah, she manages to bring in that extra focus when it's most needed.
Stunning.
If you drop it short in the middle on Iga's forehand, that's what's going to happen.
40-30.
Terrific set of tennis from the former champion in Madrid. Just half an hour is all that she needed to take the opener against Daria Snigur by 6-1. Well, job done, Alexandra, and done very efficiently and
Right.
impressively by Iga Swiatek.
We've seen her this many times in her career. She manages to step in quickly, very fast into the match, not wasting time to feel the rhythm. And she took Daria back. I mean, it's a one-way traffic, this first set. I'm just hoping Daria, after these last two games, she's going to pick it up and have a bit more confidence in the second to give Iga a bit more trouble. But overall, Iga showing her full dominance here on the clay in Madrid.
Segundo set al servicio Daria Snigur. La música, por favor.
Well, she needs a good start to this set, you feel. Just wasn't allowed to get anything like what she needed out of her serve. That would be the first objective.
15-0. 15 love.
Didn't quite get her feet into position there.
Yeah, that's the risk on clay. If someone manages to push you away with those spinny balls, then you're in trouble, especially with Daria, who has this very open stance, not turning her shoulders on the forehand. She's very exposed.
Trenta 15. 30-15.
Vale, show line and play cross with the backhand.
Out. 40-15. 40-15.
Oh, this one.
Juego, Snigur.
Much firmer footing at the start of this set.
Primer juego, segundo set.
Daria Snigur, not quite sure with that
First
shake
game,
of the
second
head
set.
what clicked there but wasn't clicking in the opening set, but certainly she's got the hold to give her something to start off with.
Well, she got a few presents from Iga for sure, but at least she's starting on the right foot in the second set.
The objective is to stop Iga, as you put it, getting into kind of monster tennis mode on the scoreboard, isn't it?
It's her champion characteristic. It's something that she has, and I've experienced it even better last year in November during Billie Jean King Cup.
Made the most of that.
Third winner for the backhand? I
15.
think so.
Love 15.
Right, so Romania last year in November played against New Zealand and Poland. We beat New Zealand the first day, and then we lost 3-love to Poland the following day.
Clever backhand slice.
0-30.
Contrived out of nowhere, really.
Love 30.
That's a nice slow-mo. Good height. Just lets it drop a little bit and hits it in the right spot.
The serve is one of the things that she and Francisco Roig will be looking at.
A little bit.
Just a little untidy at the start of the second
Yeah,
set.
we've seen that more lately, in the past year and a half, I would say. Something that she didn't have before.
She had an eye on that.
But it's far from over this game, because my point I was trying to make with Billie Jean King Cup is that our player Gabriela Lee played against her, and at the beginning she looked a little bit vulnerable, but soon she manages to pick up that monster mode, and then she doesn't let you go. You can see that even though she's struggling lately, you know, she's shown more vulnerability. She still has her capacity, and what's her own is her own. And when she enters that God mode, I'm telling you, I think she's one of the best players in the world, where she manages to focus so well for such a long time. And she doesn't give you any freebies anymore. She's untouchable.
Por favor.
She's got the first break of the set, and the first on the Swiatek serve as well.
2 games allowed.
And a real platform from which to launch herself now in this second set.
Well, she played really deep with that forehand on Iga's forehand, and you could see that sitting number 4 couldn't really adjust well at the very last shot.
15-0.
Oh, starting to flow now.
15 love.
Yeah, a bit of a sluggish start for Iga in the second set.
Given the hurry up with the sharpness of the second serve return. Ooh.
Daria has to be really careful, because now she poked the bear. We know that Iga is going to be very careful from now onwards. And you cannot afford these kind of mistakes, easy mistakes.
Didn't last long, that break advantage. The former champion insisted on it. And we're back on serve in the second set.
Time. Por favor.
Well, it hasn't been a match of long rallies and much rhythm, really, for either of them.
Gracias.
The winners have flown from the racket of Iga Swiatek. There have been a few too many unforced errors, I think, from Daria Snigur at the other end of the court.
Yeah, when Iga gives you a bit of advantage, a bit of opportunity, mentally you need to take it. And here's David Ferrer.
Still looks the same.
Still looks the same. Looks fit. Looks like he's ready to play. Right, as I was saying, you know, you're given the opportunity. It doesn't mean you have to get stiff about it, but you gotta pay a little bit more attention of the situation handed to you.
You've got to love this mentality from Swiatek. Broken for the first time in the match. Instantly repairing the damage and then some.
She poked the bear. Iga might have her moments now. She's showing more vulnerability than before, but like I said, she always has that capacity to come back and knows how to click and how to focus. That's why I'm assimilating her a lot with Rafa. They have this super intense focus about their game, about the intensity in everything they're doing. Oh, that was a good pickup by Iga. I think that's why Daria got so surprised. She didn't expect that low ball at her feet.
She's won 9 of the last 10 points. Has Swiatek. She's very difficult to stop when she's surging like this.
Yeah. You want to be close to her on the scoreboard if you want to have a chance, and if you want her to start doubting a little bit, giving you some opportunities here and there. If she's in a free flow, well, good luck.
She's just too close to that ball.
It's like she's zoomed out from 2-love. Her mind just drifted away.
Blistering finish. And how quickly this has turned around again. 3-game streak from Iga Swiatek. And she's on her way now in the second set.
Time. Okay. It's okay.
Outstanding.
0-15.
I would say this is the
Lovely
best
team.
point of the match so far by Snigur. The way she built up the point and how she managed to move Iga from right to left. A bit more order in this last rally.
Quince iguales. 15 all.
Well, she's never played main draw at Roland Garros. She will this year. Always had to qualify before, never been able to do it. Second round of quali is her best effort there to date.
The return was great,
30,
but the
15.
aftermath was even better by Iga. She hit that long, deep forehand straight on the line.
Impeccable length. Just suffocating
40-15.
length from Swiatek.
Good change up. Good disguise.
Casual brilliance from
40-30.
Snigur.
40-30.
She does that from time to time.
She's got great hands, hasn't she?
Yeah, very particular technique, but good hands nonetheless. Nice.
Spectacular finish.
Yeah, great focus again.
And real clarity of thought.
4 games to 2.
I think she has this tactical brilliance. She's very smart on course. She doesn't do anything out of thin air just because she has everything put together and everything has a purpose in her game.
4 games in a row.
15.
And that was the element she talked about after Miami that was missing a bit. She said her mind felt scrambled about what she was trying to do when the pressure points came.
Yeah, she says she's a bit of an overthinker, and sometimes that goes against her.
30-0.
We also have to mention the fact that she's been
13.
so good at this level, and everybody's expecting of her to win all the time. The pressure is huge.
Yeah.
And I think after so many years of being world #1 and being almost unbeatable, I think time catches up with you and you just mentally get a bit tired. I mean, it's hard to keep up a good level of play for a whole year.
30-15.
Not talking about what she's done for the last 6-7 years. And at the intensity that she's playing.
I mentioned that victory over, that defeat, excuse me, against Mira Andreeva. When you look at her record against the top 10, Swiatek since Roland Garros last year, 4 wins, 10 losses. That's been the area that's really shown itself. Part of that as well, though, is the top 10 is
30-40.
so stacked and so talented.
It is. I mean, it's a miracle what she did to be able to beat them for the longest of time. Now, she's getting some losses too under her belt, which I think is normal after a while.
Well, her record in WTA 1000 matches when she wins the first set is 112 wins, 2 losses, and she's showing us why. Because Swiatek is a game away now from getting the win.
Time.
That forehand has been lethal today. Relentlessly so. It's Thibaut Courtois enjoying the tennis.
Who's that?
Footballer, goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Plays for Real Madrid.
Oh, we'll see a lot of stars this week. from football.
It's always well attended by the Real Madrid players. And he's watching one of the superstars of the sport right now, edge ever closer. Scintillating backhand. Takes it to match points aplenty. Former champion making moves early on in Madrid. An hour of quality tennis is all it took for Iga Swiatek to dismiss the challenge of Daria Snigur, who had such a great win against Daria Kasatkina yesterday, but not able at all to bring that kind of tennis today. She wasn't allowed to by the brilliance of the former world #1, who is off to a flying start in the Spanish capital.
Yeah, I think it's a good start for Iga here in Madrid. She likes economical matches where she doesn't have to spend too much time on court. I think Daria could have done more today, but I think it was a combination of being tired from the previous very tough match that she had. And on top of that, I think she had a lot of respect having Iga in front of her, and that probably influenced her game too. She was just not able to grab a hold of the match. She made too many mistakes. It felt like she was coming into the match well in that second set, but she wasn't able to keep it up. Either way, Iga showing her dominance, and she likes getting that first good feel in a tournament, especially when play starts.
Well, only Vika Azarenka has recorded more wins on clay in WTA 1000 events than Iga Swiatek, who is closing rapidly on that mark. With another impressive outing today.
Iga, that was an incredibly strong start to your campaign here in Madrid. How pleased were you with your performance today?
Yeah, very happy. You know, Madrid is a special place to play because of, you know, how special the tournament is, but also because of the conditions. So I'm happy that I adjusted well to them, and I was, you know, solid and just playing my game.
As you mentioned, the conditions, it plays a lot faster than some of the other clay events. So how do you really adapt to those conditions and prepare accordingly?
Yeah, I mean, you need to be ready for your opponents to taking the time away, but on the other hand, you need to be solid and not rush into the decisions, because it's easy to lose the control over the ball. So yeah, stay patient, stay solid, pick the right balls and make good decisions, and I guess that's it.
And now we heard that in high school you learned some Spanish. Do you want to say a couple of words to everyone that came out here to watch you today?
Honestly, I should have learned more, but hola, ¿cómo estás, Madrid? And yeah, but I gotta say, this week, I was trying to speak Spanish a little bit, and for example, I don't know, ordering some food in Spanish and everything, and it ended up like, you know, I was saying, dos bocadillos, please, por favor, sorry, dos bocadillos, por favor, and, you know, the people at the restaurant started talking Spanish to me, and I'm like, okay, that's all I know, so let's please switch to English, you know, so I'll try to get better, you know, I have a Spanish coach right now, so hopefully this will help.
I'm sure it's going to be incredibly exciting. We have a long time with you here, hopefully, so congratulations today and good luck in the next one.
Thank you, guys. Gracias.
Well, muy bien, Iga with the Spanish.
Muy bien, un poco de español, no mal.
Talk us through the stats today. It was a dominant performance, really, wasn't it, from start to finish, in truth?
It was. It felt like I said, Daria was going to pick it up a bit more, but she wasn't led by Iga, because Iga was so dominant on all cylinders of the forehand, backhand, serve, everything, and you can see it in the stats. She's been dominating in all parts of her game.
So Iga Swiatek making it through. Pretty straightforward progress. It'll be a first meeting against either Alicia Parks or Anne Lee in the next round for her. Next for us, the defending champion is back, Arina Sabalenka and Peyton Stearns, and Kevin Skinner and Jill Krabus will talk you through that one.